I'll be your huckleberry. I'll be your dark and scary. I'll be your man of the hour, Mr. Churchstone Sour.
Alright, what up, y'all? Hey, I didn't mention this, and I had put a post on my Facebook page, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from it, so I want to thank everybody who cares. I had a little incident the other day. The other morning, I was putting on the last piece of window tint in my bedroom on that window on that side. Well, I got the dresser put back in, and as I was getting the dresser put back in, I went to get off the bed. I come up over the top. Well, from my bed to the dresser is only about that much room, like literally that much room. I got my right ankle caught in that, and I went over and I hyperextended my right knee, which is my replaced knee. I hyperextended it, and now it's swollen. Here's a picture of it right there. And I've been getting an outpouring of support for that. What you guys need to understand is no sympathy. I did it myself. I'm stupid. It was an ignorant thing to do. All I had to do was slow down and take my time, and this would have never happened. But I was in a hurry trying to get it done so I can get it videoed so I can get the video out. That's on me. But the thing I want to get across is, you guys who watch my videos and you guys who support me, and I mean this wholeheartedly, you guys are a bunch of wonderful, loving people. I couldn't ask for a better audience. And like I said before, I don't look at everybody who subscribes to my channel as subscribers. I look at you guys as family, because you guys honestly care. You guys send messages, you know, hey, are you icing it? Are you elevating it? Are you doing what you need to do to take care of it? To me, that's not being nosy or being motherly. That's being caring. And that's what we could use a lot more of in this world. So, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every one of you for the kind comments of my own stupidity. But, thank you. Thank you very, very much. That means the world to me. Another thing I want to do is I'm going to put a few clips in here of the decals that I have sent out of the people that have already got them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take probably like 5 seconds or 5 to 7 seconds for each picture, and then I'm going to put the person's name above it so that way you know who has it. I hope that is okay with everybody, but I figure that way you guys know who put them on what, and if they have their real name on it, I will use their real name. If they have their stage name or YouTube name or whatever, that's what will be on it. I will not use anybody's real name if their stage name is put on that. Just so you guys know, I have enough courtesy not to give that info out. So, and I'll probably only just put a first name, so that way everybody knows. Anyway, I finally got all the window tint done, so it is completely finished. I did that video 2 days ago. So everything is completely done. I'm just... oh, and I want to do an update. I have no more bugs. I know I got the message yesterday with the pillows outside. What are you doing keeping them outside? Oh my God, you want them to get back in? No, you have to understand. That bag was out there. It was wrapped up, and I put duct tape across the top of it so they weren't getting out or whatever. I had actually... I hadn't slept in I don't know how many days. I was wore out, and just I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. My body just wouldn't cooperate. And then now that I fell out of bed, but you know, the good thing is, last night I used the other pillow that I had on my couch, which is a lot thicker, and I slept for almost 14 hours. So evidently, my body was really wore out. I've never in my life slept for 14 hours. I went to bed last night at, oh my God, I think it was like 8 o'clock. I think it was like 8 o'clock, and I didn't wake up until 11:30. And it was 8:30 or maybe even 8:30 I went to bed, maybe even 9. I know it was between 8 and 9 is when I went to bed. But I know I woke up at 11:32. That's what time I woke up out of bed this morning. So yeah, that's the longest I've ever slept. My normal sleeping period is from midnight to 6 or 11 to 6. I either sleep 6 or 7 hours a night and I'm good. For me to sleep 14 hours, that means something was wrong. So, but I want to thank all you for caring and showing your care. But anyway, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to show this clip of all the decals that I have, the Puddin 2020 decals that I've sent out so far. I hope you guys enjoy. And remember, you guys have a puddintastic day. And love one another, be kind to one another, and live life to the fullest, because tomorrow's not promised. And remember, Puddin 2020. Y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of you, and we'll catch you in the next video.
I'm meeting my buddies out on the lake. We're headed out to a special place we love that just a few folks know. There's no signing up, no monthly dues. Take your Johnson, your Mercury, or your Evan Rudy. Fired up, meet us out at Party Cove. Come on in, the water's fine. Just idle on over and toss us a line. Fast tractors, mainliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out and getting loud all summer long. Side to side, there's 5 houseboat front porches, AstroTurf lawn chairs and tiki torches. Regular Joes rocking the boat, that's us, the Redneck Yacht Club.
Alright, are y'all ready with story time with Puddin? This one, I'm going to warn you up front. There are some use of words that I have to use in order to get this across of how I actually said this. But I want you to know this happened back in 2001, before I had become the person I am today. So, I will put it that way. Back in 2001, I was driving semi over the road, and I was working for oh my god, they have red trucks and they're out of California, and I can't think of the name of the company. Holy crap. It's not Creek Carriers, because they're out of Lincoln, Nebraska. I work for them too. But these guys are out of California, and what I was doing was I was making a dedicated run for Toyota parts from Fontana up to Portland, Oregon. And me and a buddy were doing that route until he decided that playing on the PlayStation was more important than sleeping. And then I ended up having to do a solo run without him. So if I remember the name of the trucking company, I will tell you. But they had red trucks, and they were out of Fontana, California. At least that's where one of their shops was at. So anyway, I was in California. I was on the 405. 55 miles an hour, and I was driving northbound, and I don't remember what exit it was, but I remember there were cars that were coming from the exit onto the highway. I'm in the right-hand lane. If you know anything about semi-trucks, you're supposed to stay in the 2 right-hand lanes. You cannot exceed over any more than that, or you will get fined. I couldn't have moved over anyway because the traffic was so much. Anyway, so I'm going by this exit ramp. Cars are coming up. And I had already passed the exit ramp, so there's no way for them to get onto the highway because I had already passed and they were towards my trailer. Well, if I wouldn't have sped up, the car that was getting onto the interstate would have been underneath my tandems. That's the only thing I could do. I could not slow down, and I could not get to the left. I had to speed up. I had enough room to where I could speed up. I sped up to 63 miles an hour, and then I slowed right back down. As soon as I saw that they got in line, I slowed right back down to 55. Well, needless to say, I didn't see there was a cop on that exit ramp that was like 4 or 5 cars behind them. He pulls me over. I know exactly why he's pulling me over, and it was because I had sped up to 63 to avoid an accident. So, and here comes the part. So y'all are going to have to bear with my language on this. So the guy comes up to the window, knocks on the door, and he opens the door, and he goes, I need to see your bill of lading. And he goes, do you know why I pulled you over? And I looked at him, no hesitation. I said, yeah, because I just avoided about a 4 or 5 hour backup on your interstate. And he was like, he really didn't know what to say at that moment, because he knew that it was true. So he took my license and everything, and he went back to his car. He ran all my stuff. He comes back. He goes, I want you to sign this ticket. And I'm like, I'm not signing it, because I just avoided an accident on your highway, and now you're going to give me a ticket for going 8 over when actually I went over 8 over, and then I slowed immediately back down to 55 as soon as the cars got in behind me. Well, you could have got over to your left. No, I couldn't, because if I got over to my left, it would have been an even bigger fine, because you're not allowed to have 18 wheels over in those lanes. He knew that, but he also didn't know that I knew the law. So the first part of the story was, he goes, well, I need to give you a ticket. And I said, I think this is bullshit. And he looks at me and he goes, really? And I said, yeah, I don't think your boyfriend fucked you in the ass too hard last night. And he really looked at me. And that's where I said, you guys are probably going to end up being like, what the hell? I literally said this to a cop. And he goes, well, I need to look in your sleeper. And I said, no, you don't. Okay, one thing you have to understand, in the sleeper berth of a semi, when you're in the driver's seat and that curtain behind you is closed, that is your home. They are not allowed in there without a search warrant. If it is open, then yes, they can search. But if it is closed and you have it Velcroed off, which is 99% of all trucks, they have a Velcro piece where you Velcro the curtain across. If it is closed, they are not allowed back there, and they have to have a search warrant. And I knew that. And he goes, well, I need to search your truck. And I said, not unless you got a search warrant, motherfucker. You ain't getting back there. So he starts getting pissed. So I finally signed the ticket, because at that time, I didn't have the time or the money to fight this ticket, to go back down to California, take 3 days off of work, go down, spend a night in a hotel, go to court, pay the $187 fine, and try to fight that to get rid of it. I would have paid more money in just trying to evaporate it or get rid of the charge instead of just paying the ticket. And I hope you guys understand. It would have cost me about $500 to $600 just to go fight it. So it was easier just paying the $187. So the guy gets ready to leave, and he goes, you know, I find that offensive. And I said, what? That your boyfriend didn't fuck you hard enough in the ass? I hope he does tonight. That way you be a little bit nicer to people. I said it. I did, and I admit that I said it. But like I said, that was back in 2001. He left, I went on my way. So that is the story for today, and that literally happened on the 405. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was probably a little too much. But I have learned not to say those kind of things anymore as far as gay people go. Everybody is each their own. You do your own thing. I am a Christian. I may not believe in their lifestyle, but that does not mean I can't be friends with them, and I love them to death. Like I said, I have a lot of friends that are gay, and I love each and every one of them, and I think they are awesome people. I have transgender friends. I love each and every one of them. I may not agree with their lifestyle, but they are awesome people. So you guys need to keep an open mind when it comes to people. And here lately, in probably the last 5 years, I have become more aware of what I say to my friends. And I try not to use that kind of language around my friends, or ever, for that matter. Back in 2001, I was using whatever. You guys know I have a foul mouth anyway. But when you got a cop on a power trip, that's when the foul mouth really kicks in, and that's probably a bad thing. I got a couple cop stories I can tell you, but anyway, that was my story for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, I love you all, and have a great day. Talk to you later.
So put your drinks up for the weekend, 'cause them work days sure been creeping. What's up? Is anybody